Welcome to Helmets and Microphones. Bold voices, brave minds. From the ride to the club, we're telling the stories that matter. Strap in, mic up. This is Helmets and Microphones. Let's get into it.
Welcome. Sorry about the technical difficulties to Helmets and Microphone. I am your host, Super Dave, and welcome to another amazing week of Helmets and Microphones. Today we have a wonderful show in store for you all. We have a great show. I just decided, I was sitting around last week and some thoughts just coming through my mind. Like I said, this whole Black History Month thing just had me wondering and thinking about a whole bunch of other different things. I'm bringing my co-host Chips. If I didn't got too deep into the conversation.
Good evening. Good evening.
Chips, what's up? How your
Good,
week
good.
been, lady?
It's been good. Been a long one, but been good.
That's cool. That's good to know. Like I said earlier, I'm really excited about this week guest. Actually, we have two guests. Um, my first guest is very important history when it comes to the motorcycle set, and the second guest is somebody we became fond of the last couple of years of getting to knowing, and we're gonna most definitely highlight her. Um, I'm gonna tell my story on how I got in contact with my first guest before I bring her on. I'm searching, I'm trying to figure out who was the first um first one or two female MC in Atlanta to get actually patched over and recognized as a real MC. So I call our favorite uncle, our
Oh,
uncle, our favorite uncle gave me the names of the first two. Um, Purple Passion, if I'm saying that right. If I'm not saying it right, I'm sorry. And Queen of the Hearts. And I said, I said, one of any of them around. So I asked our favorite uncle. Of course, he said he didn't have any contact. He really don't know. So I called somebody and I called Freight Train and Golden Hawks. So I'm thinking of all my old friends from all my old clubs. So I gotta get in contact with somebody from one of these two clubs, Chips. I called Freight Train. Freight Train said,
right.
David, let me see. He said, let me see what I can find. So then I go to my second favorite. I call Straight Out and Strikers. I'm still sticking with my old clubs. I got that old soul limit, Chips. So
Right.
Straight Out being the guy he is, he said, I got somebody for you. He said, David, he said, Super Dave, he said, one of my good friends is one of the original members of Queen of Hearts. I said, Stray, if you make this happen, me and Chips will owe you dearly. So I don't know what Straight favor gonna be for making this happen for us, but just know we
Most
owe him. Okay.
definitely.
So I called Miss Goldie, me and her talk, and I was like, Miss Goldie, I gotta have you. She was like, David, technology. I said, we not gonna worry about that. We gonna make this happen. So I've been on the phone. Miss Goldie had, I'm not gonna tell you about Miss Goldie with her phone in the water today, but
Yeah.
she made it happen between her and her niece, her family, everybody helped us. So let's just welcome, everybody, Miss Goldie to the stage.
Hey,
I am Goldie. How you doing?
I'm doing just fine. How y'all?
Good,
We
great.
are great. How you doing, Goldie? I know it's been a very eventful day for you, but you made it. Look at you. You here.
Yes, I did.
You are here. And I like to thank your family for helping me help you to make this happen. So everybody back there, thank you. Y'all see the two names. She go by Goldie and she also go by Miss B. So I wanted both. So I want everybody to know who she is. So um Goldie, let's start. It was a intriguing question of mine on when was I know that female MC clubs haven't been around forever. I know how the culture is. I know how things go in that aspect. And then I wanted to know who was the first two, and y'all came up. So how was that back? Matter of fact, if you remember what year it happened or anything, just give us that history.
Well, we first started out, we started in 2000. And the reason I said in 2000 because it was a little bit after my husband had passed in
Hmm.
2000. So Passion, she was the president of the Queen of Heart. So she was the
Okay.
first original Queen of Heart.
Okay.
So Passion called me and asked me, do I want to get a female bike club up? And I said, I'm thinking about it. I said, okay, yeah, I'll do it.
Mm.
So
Okay.
she already had some old girls there, was already ready to, do their thing. So she had 5 members. Well, she had 4 at the particular time. The fifth
Hmm.
person she came from Jane Gang, and that was
Oh
Miss
wow.
Pooh. Yeah, that
Okay.
was Miss Pooh. But our first thing, we was already out there in the bike scene with the Cobra in 2000, in 86. We have been out there for a long period of time with the
And
Cobra.
what club was that with?
The
And that was
Cobras,
with who? The
the
Cobras.
Cobras. Uh-huh.
That was co-ed or was all female?
No, it was just all men's at that particular time.
Okay.
And my husband was a Cobra. Passion
Hmm.
husband was a Cobra. And Baby Talk boyfriend, that was Steve, he was the president of the Cobra. And that's how we came out to be want to learn how to ride a motorcycle. Cause we got tired of
Okay.
riding in the back seat. So
You backseat riding up.
yes,
Yeah, it
at
is.
that particular time. So we Passion already had a bike. So she was waiting on us to get a bike. So one by one started getting bike. So the guys out there, we were going out there club to club, try to, get recognized and everything. Oh, y'all don't got no motorcycle. Y'all ain't got no motorcycle. Passion was the speaker. She would always speak up and she would always tell the guy and cussing them out and whatever. We're gonna show y'all, and whatever. Y'all just gonna wait. Y'all gonna wait. We're gonna do it. So y'all gonna end up having to put that SC on y'all back. Passion, oh no, we ain't gonna do that. We ain't no social club. So when I got my bike, I started learning how to ride a bike. I had to learn how. So when I started learning how to ride my bike, and we started going out on the road and whatever. Oh shit. Yeah, it was a biker. So I mean, hey, Passion, she was raising hell and said, we told y'all we were a biker and that we were gonna be a one. So that's how we came out, started riding motorcycles.
Wow. So how did the I know you might not know the intimate details, like when you got blessed over by the 1%er, was that difficult?
Well, yes, and then no. I
Okay.
said we used to go to different clubs, and I'm saying number one club out there was the Outcast.
Hmm.
Outcast, they seen us. Yeah, I think there was. I can't remember the street over here by Summer Hill. I think that
Yeah,
was Summer Hill.
I I know
Over
that
there, the little
location.
church.
Uh-huh.
So we pulled up over there at their clubhouse, and they looked at us because they weren't wondering who them people is riding a Queen of Hearts because they were thinking that we were men's at the time. But
Right,
no,
right,
this and no man ain't finna wear no Queen of Heart on that bike like that. You saying like
right.
Queen of Heart. So took our helmet out, and I think it was Red at the time.
Mhm.
He was a member of the Outcast. And he said, "Them Queen of Heart, I know them girl." So he came over there, and the rest of the guy came over there. They gave us a hug. With the welcoming us and whatever. And this was one particular guy. He didn't like us at the particular time. Oh, why they carrying that George on that pack? Man, don't worry about that George on that pack. Them damn female bikers out there. Them girl riding the bike. Hey, we got them thumb up.
Wow.
So, and then the second one, it was the Striker, and then the Naptown, then it was so on, and it was the rest of them guys coming along, whacking us, being a biker,
Wow.
first female biker.
Wow, that's amazing. Also, who was that? Stray told me that y'all also had a clubhouse. Y'all were like the first female MC with y'all own clubhouse.
Yeah, we had our clubhouse from, I think it was on between Covington and Glenwood. We had
Okay.
clubhouse over
The
there.
east
And I
side.
think we had a clubhouse for about like maybe 2 years and a half, probably. I quite on that, but I think it was probably like 2 years and a half.
Okay. So, when the bike set today is, female, it's a lot of female clubs out there. A
Yeah.
lot of co-ed clubs. So being part of the Queens of Hearts, how do it make you feel to be like one of the founders who helped pave the way for females to be recognized on the set today?
Well, I feel good about it. I was glad there was more female out there. And that's like I said, when we first started out there, yeah, we was the first one. And then, the women's rather, and they were out there partying with us and partying with different clubs and stuff. Women, they were, hey, I'm gonna do the same thing with y'all, but I'm just scared. And we say, well, you can do that. You can do it. You just keep on practice on it, and don't be scared of it. Just get out there and try. And the first female, I mean, the second female biker I think was out there. I think they were Eye Catcher. I ain't the right for sure, but I think they were Eye Catcher right behind
Okay.
us.
Right. And
Like
that's
I said,
good.
I'm proud of, and I get the girls and the women's out there thumb up on that.
Okay. Most definitely. Queens of Hearts. What do y'all have going on today? I heard a little rumor in the street. I just want to clarify. I don't like spreading rumors. Miss Goldie,
What rumors?
that Queen of Hearts possibly get ready to come back on the scene.
Well, at that time we did try to come back, but we ran into something that kind of scooped the girl back out. And I'm not gonna get into that detail because
Most definitely, we're not.
yeah, I'm not gonna get into that little detail, but they do want to come back out, but it was just like I ain't gonna even try to put myself in that position right at the moment. I just ain't gonna do
Okay.
it.
Okay, but hopefully soon in the future that we will see Queens of Hearts back on the set in Atlanta, because like I said, y'all the pioneers, y'all started this thing for us, the female MCs. I like what's the club? Red Jewels, they probably like the biggest female club in Atlanta right now. And I think about them, but it all comes back to y'all five. who originally started and paid that way for them to even make it happen. And most definitely me and Chips most definitely pay homage to that. Chips, she's a rider. Chips, she's a rider. I've never seen her be a backpacker in my life. She's a rider, and she,
I can't.
so, and she just, we most definitely want to thank you. We most definitely want to thank you for, and you and the rest of the ladies. Because if y'all don't look at the flyer that I posted with Goldie, it's an actual picture of that's the original 5 on that picture, right? That you sent me.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's the picture on that flyer. It's a picture of the original flyer, of the original 5, and I'm gonna post it on my page, just a clear version of the picture. But that's most definitely what's up. But you're not fit to go yet, Miss Goldie. We have to ask you our permanent questions. I'm gonna do the first one, Chips. So how old and what was your first bike you ever had?
My first bike I had, it was a Vulcan 500.
Vulcan 500. What year was that?
I think that was in 2020. No, yeah, it was 2001.
2001. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nice. You want to answer the second question, Chips?
Okay, I'm going a little different. When you started riding, what was the longest ride that you did?
Wisconsin. Woo! Oh, Wisconsin. Oh, hell. That was a ride.
You was right.
Oh, yeah.
What type of experiences did you have?
Right. Because we want to know some experience. You got us curious.
What'd you say now?
What type of experience you experienced on that long ride to Wisconsin?
Oh, shit. Stop and go. In the heat, rainy. So, hey, but I enjoy it.
Yeah, I said it sounded like a good ride, Miss Goldie. That sounded like an excellent ride. Most times when that rain come at a great time, it be hot outside. You need that cool water to cool you down.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Wow. So when y'all form Queens of Hearts, besides Pastor being your friend, what else motivated you to want to start y'all own MC? What made you want to be an MC?
I guess because I wanted to get out there and ride, and I just want to have my own bike.
Okay. I most definitely like that. Any bads? Any cons? Any bad parts of being an MC?
Well, we have our ups and downs, into the club, but for in that we had good times, and we're gonna have our bad times.
Yeah, that's any club. That's any club you ever in. That's just exactly the way that it is, and it ain't gonna change. All clubs, you can't have a good club without having some bad. I'm sorry. You got to have some bad, because you got a club where everything just perfectly good all the time. Something wrong.
They're telling a lie.
Something wrong.
They're lie.
Right, something is totally wrong. Answer the infamous question, Chips.
Okay, before that, I want to ask her, what advice would you give females that's wanting to ride and that's just starting to come out into the set?
Well, I say get to know the bike scene out there, and get to know the people out there into the bike scene before you even consider getting into a club.
Okay. Right. Okay. So the infamous question. Go ahead.
One question, Chips. One of the viewers, we got people watching. One of the viewers told me to ask you, is there anything that you would change about the scene if you could have the power? One of the viewers chimed in and told me to ask the question.
Just all bike, brother, sister, just be all into one.
Yeah, that brotherhood,
Love
sisterhood.
one another.
Most definitely.
Regardless of what club you in.
All right. Yeah.
Okay, I like that. I like that. I like that, Miss Goldie. Okay, Chips, answer her infamous question.
Infamous question for the night. What is your favorite helmet that you love to ride with?
German helmet.
Okay.
I don't like that. I don't like the full face because it feel like it's smothering me a lot,
Mhm.
and I really can't see the root that good. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like the German helmet, and I have a German helmet.
Okay. She
You,
likes the
you still
views.
you still be riding, Miss Goldie?
Off and on, but I don't ride in the street like that much out on the road because I really don't. I'm a person, I like to ride with people.
Hmm.
I like to
Okay.
ride in that patch. I don't like to ride by myself.
Mhm.
I can, but I don't.
Okay. So me and Chips pull up on you with our bikes. You gonna come ride with us?
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
No.
Okay. I'm gonna hold you to that. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Miss Goldie.
It
We
may
know
not
we
be Super Dave. It might just be me. I'm be like, okay, what you doing?
yeah.
You ready to go?
Hey, let me know.
Got you.
Hey, all right, you gotta be careful now, Chips. She hold her words to it. Yeah. So Miss Goldie, we're not gonna keep you on forever. And I promise you, I just want to thank you. Thank you for this interview and giving us a chance to, meet one of the founders, the start of something. I did an interview maybe 2 months ago with State Burners, and they were the first black MCs, period. 1946. I love history. I love history. That's what our show is based on, history. A lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't know. We just
Right.
get on the bikes and ride. We don't know where it started. We don't know how you and your lady friends put in that work. 'Cause I know probably pulling up the Outcast that first night, it probably one of the most nervous moments you could ever have. Cause you didn't know how that could have went. It could have went good, it could have went bad. But y'all was not afraid to stand up for what y'all believe in. And I most definitely applaud you and your ladies for that. I really do. Thank you. Yes, that's from
Thank
me,
you.
So other than that, Miss Goldie, if y'all, have anything going on, if you have anything going on, please reach out to me and Chips, and we'll be there to support. If you want to do whatever you want to do, just reach out to me and Chips, and we most definitely would be there for support for you.
Okay.
All right. All right, Miss
Okay.
Goldie, we're gonna let you get on back to your night, and most definitely thank you again, and we'll be in contact. So I'm gonna get in contact with you once I get off the air.
Okay.
All right. Have a good night.
Enjoy
And
your night.
thank you. Bless.
All right.
You do the same.
Wow, Chips. That was great right there.
Oh yeah.
I really, really, really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that. And stories like this, make us, every time I ride or you ride, it should make you feel good, especially you as a female and being a female rider. Give some of your experience as a female that you feel, might have, when you thank people like Miss Goldie for, opportunities.
First, yeah. Thank Miss Goldie. That helped pave the way along with all the other black female riders. Because for one, it's like a lot of females are scared to ride because they have this thought too where, oh, okay, this one is gonna be doing that, or they're scared of the road, or they don't have anybody to ride with. I said, don't be scared. Don't be afraid. If that's what you want to do, get out there and do it. I mean, look, I done took many tumbles and still went for it. And if you saying you want to, just like Miss Goldie said, and I would say too, if you want to get on the bike scene, go and hang around and see if that's where you want to be. If
Right.
not, just roll solo until you find that niche of where you want to actually be, and if that's something that you actually want to do, because it comes with a lot of pros, it comes with cons too. So just
Right.
make sure that's what you want to do. If it's not your passion, there's always like other things, social clubs and all that extra. But make sure it's something that you really want to do. Because my thing, it was my passion, and I love to ride. So,
And one thing that I hear a lot of, like I've talked to some people before, it's like women don't want to be backpacks no more.
oh no,
I know like back in the day, that was like the thing where you pull in the females here, women's a backpack. But these days, man, women riding just as well as you are, if not even better than you are. So it's like, females being backpack is like days are over. And then, thanks to people like Miss Goldie, who most definitely can make that possible, Right. So I see our next guest is in the studio. So I want to introduce our second guest. I met this young lady when we was in Atlanta at Proc. She had this one particular item that I looked at for 3 days straight, Friday, Saturday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I looked at this one particular item, and I said that if I see her again at Proc, I got to get that item. When we went to New Orleans, she was there, and I didn't see my item that I wanted. Guess she done sold it, but she had a lot more. And us being who we are, helmets and microphone, we speak highly of helmets and safety.
right.
So I told Chips when we was there, I said we have to have this young lady on our show. And so with no further more ado, let's welcome V to the stage.
Hey V.
V, how you doing, your lady? We can't hear you. Turn your. Well, she got a little technical difficulty. We can't hear you. We're gonna give her a second, to get it right. Get it right. No, we can't hear you. Mm-mm. So, Chips, you see while she working on her volume, you see the bedazzle that V does on the helmets.
Yeah.
It really goes into sync with on what we've talked about for as females, because I'm pretty sure back then, the females they just probably whatever men had available, that's all they had to wear.
Pretty
Right.
much.
So
So now you have multiple. She has multiple people. Look, I'm talking about varieties of different helmets and that you can pick from. So,
right. I mean, it's a lot. V, once you on your laptop? Are you on your laptop? Yeah, just log off and come in on your phone. Use your phone. Yeah, y'all. But as y'all can see, Miss V has that fire with the helmets. We'll bring her back in. We're gonna make some few little adjustments and we'll get her back in. But man, and that's another thing, Chips. Like, back then, like I said, it really wasn't no spicy clothes or anything for women. You know, it was just pretty much what the men wear. That was pretty much what was available. But you know, we
Mhm.
out here today. You know, it's like Miss A, her friend, she actually designed vests and stuff for women. It's
Okay.
called, I think it's called Curvy Women. I remember me and Hot Dog, we went to a fashion show that she put on, and
Mhm.
all her clothes are just custom for ladies. All
Mm.
motorcycle jackets, motorcycle vests. Like I said, I'm trying to work on getting her on the show, but
Mhm.
you know, me and Hot Dog went to a fashion show where it's nice. Like the vest, like you know how men vests
Yeah.
or
She try to do
yeah,
like the most like the A-line cuts and make it suitable for women
right.
body structure. Yeah.
Right. It is. And it's really nice. Like I said, I'm working with, you know, Alandra to, you know, get her on. You know, okay, let's stay. We got Miss Feedback. Let's see what we got now.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we
We
got you.
can.
Okay, good. Woo. I don't know what happened. How you guys doing tonight?
Good, good. Yourself?
I'm good,
We
thank you.
doing great, great, great. How you doing, lady? Miss Hard to catch up with. This
I know, right?
right, right.
Traveling.
So
You like
I see. I see. So we was explaining to we was talking to our, you know, fan base and let them know that, you know, when we just had Miss Goldie on, you know, she's one of the starters of like first female groups in Atlanta just to say, hey, we are a club. We're not no co-ed. We are a MC. So
okay.
it's like I'm pretty sure back then, you talking like 2000, 2000, there was no like feminine type of stuff back then.
Mm.
So what gave you the aspiration and you know, Maya, to do what you do?
Well, it all started. My background is in Caribbean carnival costumes. Partner
Mhm.
with Richards Carnival. We do Caribbean costumes for Baltimore One Carnival, and with Miami, we collaborate with Miami bands and things of that nature. So COVID hit, and of course, nobody was getting costumes. So
Okay.
I was with an ex at a time, and I was just riding around. I was a backpack. You call us backpacks on the back of the motorcycle.
Yeah, you
And I
backpack.
saw a bunch of things, and I always thought motorcycles were so cool. My brother rides, my father rode, and a whole bunch of people in my family rode. And I was just thinking, like, maybe I could create something different just for people to stand out. I know they're in the clubs, they have the vest, it's camaraderie and all that. But I said
Mhm.
people like to stand out and look different. So
Okay.
it's funny. I created a mask for my brother and his club, and they all saw it. And then it just blossomed from there, and they all wanted one. And I started out like that. And then uh, I transitioned over to like more female type stuff as well.
Hmm.
And it's funny because the first batch of masks, um, I had to get used to. Clothing and helmets are two different things, and when that high velocity wind hits it, things will
Okay.
pop off if you don't do the right, use the right adhesive and things. So when
Right.
it first happened, people were like, "Oh, these are fire," and then they would come back and be like, "You need a little work."
Okay.
But it was still all love, and everybody loved that I was out there because I don't see too many people out there doing the helmets and the masks and things like that. So I initially started with the masks and
Mhm.
Oh
advanced to
wow.
the
Okay.
helmets and the totes and things.
Okay. That's what's up. You know, everybody held their trial and error. You know, like I
Hmm.
said, I'm on me and Chips are currently on episode 19. And I promise you, go look at episode one.
It was a different situation.
Yeah, exactly.
Different
So, you know,
situations.
with trial and error, most definitely
Hmm.
comes correction. You know, and one thing like you, I see probably like me and Chips, we take positive feedback very
Hmm.
well. You know, everybody's not out to hurt you. You know, some people, you know, they see things from a different point of view. You know,
Right.
and it help makes things better. Yep.
Hmm.
So how like I know I see you at Proc. I've seen
Hmm.
Proc Atlanta. I've seen Proc in New Orleans. You know, do you do other different things, or you know, how do people get to really see your merchandise?
I do. I have a website, fabandthings.com. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all under Fab and Things. I also do a lot of Harley Davidson shows. Different people call me to vend at their events, or if I follow a lot of pages, so I may reach out to vend at someone's event. So I do a lot of
Okay.
traveling as well. Hmm.
Okay. That's what's up. That's what's up. So, there's, you know, all my people out there, y'all need to make sure y'all book her. I know I saw Nap Time, I saw you on here. So State Burners for y'all big events. Y'all make sure y'all hit V up. Make sure she's
Yeah.
there.
Having
Rambunctious,
things.
right. Rambunctious, Rough Riders, same thing. All y'all who watching, make sure y'all hit this young lady up, because I promise you she has great merchandise and
Oh
very
yeah.
reasonable prices. Very reasonable
Thank you.
prices, And so do you ride? I know you said you rode on the back of an X bike. So
Yes.
you haven't thought about riding?
Well, I do. I have a Can-Am now. What's funny is I was riding, then I was like, I want to try out riding, and I got a scooter, and y'all talked about me so bad. Talked about me so bad on this little iceberg scooter. And I said, don't come for me on my 50. That was like 51. I was like 50. They
Wait,
talked about me so bad. But that's how I
like a
actually learned
50
how to.
cc?
Yes.
You say it like a 50 cc?
Exactly. And they talked about me so bad. But I took it all laughing. And so they was like, you can't be doing what you're doing riding on that little stupid scooter. So I was like, okay. So now I ride on a kid, but I will pull up on my little scooter, having them laugh at me and everything. But it was cute. But then now I do ride a Can-Am now. All right.
Yes.
So
Okay. What you
I'm
got?
on my three,
Spider,
and I'm in the
Riker?
Spider, and I am blinging that
Okay.
out as well. So I'm
Okay.
transitioning over from the helmets to the vehicles now. So that's been an
Okay.
experience as well. So it's just all about
Wow.
expanding my brand and what I like to do. I like to give people what they want. So I'm
Right.
here
Right.
for it.
Most definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Most definitely. That's all you ask for.
Mm-hmm.
I could imagine how, because I know how your helmets look, and it's all dazzled. So
Yes.
we're probably gonna see your bike, your bike coming
Exactly.
from a mile away, just blinking.
You definitely are. Definitely are. I like to
So
stand out.
so you know, besides being doing the helmets and stuff, so you never really had no desire to ride before then?
I did, but I was always scared. I don't know why I was so scared until I started just hanging out more and being around people on the bikes and seeing a lot of the females riding. And I think it looks when I see a female, especially on those big Harleys, I'm like, oh, look at her. Like they look good on the bikes. Females look good on back on bikes, on the back, on the front. We look good. They look even better with one of my helmets on. Anyway, but
Oh,
but I just think it's a sexy thing. I just like it now. Now I'm just like, okay. Now I have my Can-Am. I'm like, maybe I have to advance to two wheels now. So I do want to get more and more as I'm around. I do branch out.
okay, okay. I
Mhm.
see, I see. And what you want to ask us just about her, the infamous question?
I can, cause she got
Okay,
so many of them, but
right.
that she bedazzled out. What is your famous? What is your helmet of choice that you love to ride with?
I ride with. Well, I will tell you, I am part of the Fab. I call them my Fab Kitties. When I do the kitten helmets, I love the Fab Kitties.
Okay, yeah, look at that.
But and I'm not really a half helmet. I'm a full helmet type person because all that
Mhm.
air blowing is way too much for me. And then
Right.
I don't be secure. I don't need all this blowing in my face. So
Right.
so I'll do a full face, or but I only do these around the kitten helmets around town because them aerodynamics is a
Yeah.
little different when that
Okay.
wind
Yep.
hit. So I do like a full face modular helmet.
Okay.
Okay,
Hmm.
all right. Let us see something. Cause when
Yeah.
you
Go.
had when you change from your laptop to your phone, to kind of shorten
Oh,
your
it got
horizon.
smaller.
Yeah,
Go.
yeah.
Okay.
So
This is one of the people like things like that. This is my little designer
Yes.
helmet with the mohawk. It's black and white. And
okay.
nothing that, and there's no two that are ever the same because it's all handmade. So even if I tried to do it the same, it wouldn't end up the same.
Uh
This one
huh.
is my personal one right here. This is the Tiffany
That's your
Co.
first one?
This one is the first one I ever made right here.
Oh wow.
This was
That's
the first one I
OG.
ever made.
So
Yes,
that one
and I
right
love
there, not
it.
for sale.
No, that's the first one. She's always around. And then I have the different models, like the different types of, you know,
The
the
mask.
different
Okay,
types of
baseball.
Okay.
shades.
Yes.
Then I'm into like goth stuff. I just like all types of different.
Yeah.
Oh,
You see the T,
I like that. That's scary right there. I like
the
that.
T masks. And some people like to calm it down, things like that. So I have a bunch of different stuff to offer. I love the Mike's lids. They're harder to find right now. So if you see me out there with them, you might want to grab one because especially the flat brim ones, like the flat
Uh-huh.
brim Mike lids. These are
Okay.
getting to be very hard to find. And the double, a lot of guys like to buy the one with the extended brim, but they're
Right.
getting very
Because
hard to
it
find right now.
kind of flip back a little bit on the tip.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But it's like extended. They're very hard to find right now.
Okay, I had somebody that has a question for you from Rambocious. What was the most difficult project that you had to do with the helmets and why?
I think they all have like a degree of difficulty. It depends on the size of the stones as well. The smaller the stones, the longer it's going to take me. Because it's people. I'm very creative, and when people say just give me the colors and you do what you do, which I love because it gives me creative
Right.
freedom just to create anything. But when they try to like hone me in and I need this right here and this, that's kind of difficult because my mind just wants to bling everything. I have to reel it in a little bit. So for me, reeling in it is the hardest thing, but I make it work. People tend to like my designs that I come up with.
Right.
Gotcha.
All right. I have a question from a viewer also. Viewer want to know, are you able to put like personal logos or helmets in your
Yes.
customization?
Yes.
Yes.
I do all that. People like the
Okay.
customizations on the band. I do the visor band as well that doesn't interfere with your vision. It's up above so you don't
Mhm.
see it, and it could be blinged out. It could just be plain. It could be whatever.
Okay. Okay. I see a coat, a jacket or something back there in the back.
Yes.
What's that?
They're called Fab Fits. I have leather coats that I've also started incorporating with the bling on them. I have
Uh-huh.
spiked coats. I have all different colors. I also do the custom varsity jackets like the one I have on right now. I also offer
Oh,
these. They're on the
that's
website.
nice.
So, and like I said, no two will be the same because they're all hand done. So it's just
Okay.
evolving into
Okay.
different things as I move along in this industry.
Right.
What's
So
the
really, I
longest
guess go ahead,
what's the
Chips.
longest amount of time you spent on a project?
A helmet. Well, the helmets take the longest. I did have one with. There's different sizes to the stones, but a helmet will take me between. The quickest is probably about 5 hours, 5 or 6 hours. The longest is about I've taken is about 20 hours on one helmet, depending on how small the stones are.
Mhm.
Wow. So with Kitty being your first one, I
Mhm.
call that one Kitty Cat. With Kitty Cat being your first one, how long? Because now you at trial and error. I know stones might be falling off. You had to probably change adhesive 3 different times. So how
Oh my
long
God.
did it take you to do your first one?
This kitty cat, I think this one took me a good 10 hours just to figure out where the placement and how I wanted to do it. And then I had to figure out taking off stones and putting them back on, how to do that. So this one took
Oh
about 10
wow.
hours, 8 to 10 hours to do my first one. Now I could probably do this in about 4 hours because I've been doing it so long and just I have the correct. Because when I first started, I was just using my finger trying to get this
Oh yeah.
there,
Yeah.
which was insane, and I will never do that again. So now I have to pick his stuff up there. But yeah, it's a little
Wow.
quicker now.
Now I had one question. They said, are the visors interchangeable with clear? Or are the
Yes.
visors just all okay?
No, the visors are dark, clear, yellow, purple, blue. You can get any color visor you want.
Okay, so you just order what color visors that you want to come with it.
Yes. And
Okay.
especially with the masks, a few of the customs I do ask, like with the Too Faced, these you're able to adjust these to clear yellow or dark as well. So these types of
Okay.
masks, certain ones. Hmm.
Most
Okay.
definitely. Most definitely.
Love it.
One
Love
question
it.
I
They're
had,
beautiful.
Thank you. Hmm.
the jackets, do the
Hmm.
prices vary on what you're getting done?
They do. It depends on, especially if I've already come up with a design, I already have a price for it. But if you want something custom for you, then the price also changes. But
Right, right.
from a varsity to a leather jacket, it could range anywhere from $60 to $350, depending on what
Well,
you're
that's not
getting.
bad. It's not
I try
bad
to
at
keep it
all.
reasonable. People try to hit your head, and I'm like, look, things are expensive, so
Yeah.
Right.
so you got
Yeah.
to
That's
keep it
really not
reasonable.
bad.
Now, if your materials change, then your price, of course,
That's
changes. You
strange.
know,
Yeah.
Right.
hmm
Yeah.
Because I
That
know my
material. Yes.
materials
It's
cost,
most
especially with
definitely
things.
expensive. And then putting that
Hmm.
time in. Yes.
Yes, yes.
Um.
Hmm.
wow. Because I know my Letterman jacket that I had made, you talking like 300, man. It didn't have no
Hmm.
bedazzle. It was just plain, and I was like
You
300.
should have came to me. I'd have got you together.
Right, but most definitely, me and Chips most definitely want to get something made for our helmets and microphone. So, whatever you could create. I don't want to place order. I want you to create something, and
Okay.
with for helmets and microphone, and me and Chips most definitely will, support your business and purchasing.
Okay.
We
Yes.
want one of a kind. We don't want nothing nobody else got. Me
Oh, I don't
personally, I
do
want a
perfect.
mask. Me
Okay.
personally, I want a mask. You know,
Okay.
you know, black with however you want to do it. Chips
Okay.
can tell you whatever she want or whatever, but we do support, our people.
I
Oh
I
appreciate
did
yes.
it. I
want that
appreciate it.
Borsalina. I was looking for that Borsalina helmet.
It was
I
gone.
looked at the helmet, it was gone.
That's why when people see stuff, they say, "Well, I like it. I'll be back." I was like, "I don't know if it's gonna be here when you get back, but you
Right.
can come back for it."
And
I
V, can
did
you
like
tell
that
us the
Borsalina
website
helmet.
one more time?
The website is fabandthings.com. Fab letter N things with a Z.com. I'm also on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. So like, follow, share my stuff, support. Reach
That
out if you
means
need
donations.
vendors. I'm here.
Most definitely, y'all. Please, man, if y'all anniversaries coming up, man, please reach out to her. Like I said, if you don't have her information, I think I got her card. I'm gonna post her card, her info on the site, and please, yeah, she very good vendor. Like I said, me and Chip's been seeing her for the last 2 years, and we told her when we saw her in New Orleans, we
Mhm.
gonna get you on the show. And her schedule was actually tight then. We actually had
Yeah.
to go through her calendar to actually lock this date in. So
Right.
she be busy. So let's not
Hmm.
try to wait to the last minute and and try to book her, because trust me, she's busy.
Yeah.
I had one of my guests say, have you thought about teaching classes?
I have, but at this point, I don't. I really don't have the bandwidth to teach classes. I could probably, yeah. Right now, I don't have the bandwidth to teach classes. Later on down the line, I might, because right now I'm a one woman show. I create, I travel. When you see me packed up, you don't see me with anyone else. I'm unpacking those big
Right,
totes. Thank you, Jesus, when they have people out there to help me unload these totes from my
right,
thing
right,
and to help me straighten up. But it's just me. So when I get ready to, when I expand a little more, probably I'll be able to teach some classes.
right. Now, wait, didn't you come? Was you in Indianapolis year before last?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember because I had to get you coffee.
Yep.
I
See,
remember
because I'm a
that.
one woman show.
I
I
had to
was
get you
tired.
right
You was like, let me
because
help you out. I was
because
like,
you were locked in. I
okay.
had to get coffee. I remember that in Indianapolis.
And I appreciated you. Thank you so much.
Right, right. So like
Hmm.
I said, y'all, let's support, man. Let's help. Let's support our own. Just as well we support you. You know. Any other questions, Chips?
No. Mhm.
No. Check the comments, see if anybody left any.
No, pretty much I was asking them.
Okay, okay, that's cool. That's cool. But V, we want to thank you. And you know, most definitely will be supporting you and following you. You know, like I said, I'm gonna post your info on our page, and you know, we will contact you when I get off air. Also, that's it. B. That's it. No, we're
thank
gonna
you
be
for
waiting.
coming.
I'll be waiting because, like I said, me and Chips want our special something from
Oh, you know I got you. I got you.
apps and things. So when I
That's right.
pull
It's
up,
not gonna look
you
like
know, I
nobody
want
else.
Is there a
I
way
won't
you
look
can
like
post up
nobody
your
else.
website on the screen? Because they're
Um,
asking about the website.
from the phone. Oh,
If not, or just repeat it one more time for them,
it's
the viewers.
Fab, FABN things, THINGZ.com. And also on social media platforms, fabandthings.com.
Okay, we have it.
All right. Well, thank you for having
All right,
me.
y'all.
Thank you.
Mhm.
All
Y'all
right.
enjoy the rest of your night.
We'll be in contact with you.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
All right. Wow, Chips, that was a great one. Great one
Yeah.
too. You know, like I said, y'all, you know, she has a lot of good stuff. You know,
Oh,
like I said, I've been the last 3 procs, I've been seeing her stuff, and y'all most definitely get out there, you know, and support her. Like I said, I will be posting her website. I have info, and we'll be posting it on the site afterwards. You know. Most definitely. It's a great show tonight, Chips. Great show tonight.
oh yes.
Let's thank our sponsors. Can't go without thanking our sponsors. Thanks to our sponsors, Dream House and Cash Production. Keisha, thank you. Ashley watching tonight. Eventfully yours of Atlanta. Tiffany, thanks for keeping us on point, keeping our business in order. And the Fire Freight, the Crescendo, where you already know. And Autonomous Riders, y'all please be aware and on the lookout. They'll be in your town soon. Okay, Chips. What we got? What we got? What we got?
Oh yeah. Just some viewers. Yeah, most definitely. It was an inspiration tonight with the show, just to give insight to the females and letting them know, hey, look, don't give up. Keep going. You know, we can do a lot of things, but just know what you want to do, how you want to do it. Think before you do anything.
Very good. I like that. Y'all hear that female? That coming from a female. And like I said, Chips is a rider. You know, Chips not one of the pretty girls who just want to be around the set, do that. Nah, Chips put them miles in. You know, she had 2 bikes. She don't have just 1 bike. She had 2 bikes. So however you want to take it, she's ready for it. So, you know, ladies, you know, if we haven't done anything, you know, just keep moving and keep progressing, and the world will be all right. Anything else, Chips?
Now,
Oh wait, I keep
your
forgetting my
inspiration for the
motivation
night.
for the week. Yeah, hold on. I got a notebook. You know, our team, they said, Keith, I keep losing it. You know, they gave me a notebook with All right. What's the date? Today is the 21st. It says January 21st. Is it 21st? Yeah, 21st.
Today is not the. Oh,
No,
it's not
today the
January.
18th.
Where you been? It's
Oh,
February. You
Please.
lost some days.
Hey,
Too much.
it's okay.
Hey, while we at it, let's go Black History Month for our women. One of our first female motorcycle. She rode across the states. Miss Bessie Stringfield. Anybody
Wow.
know about her? Yes.
So
Also,
she was the first. She was the first to do what, Chips?
she rode across the states alone.
Well, all 50 or just
Mhm.
across the country?
Cross
Okay. And
country.
what's her name?
Bessie Stringfield.
Bessie Stringfield. Okay.
Mhm.
Shouts out to her. I like that, Chips. Good,
Little
good,
Black
good.
History moment.
A little Black History moment. And also, we're on February the 18th.
Mhm.
February 18th, Motorcycle Motivation Moment states, ride when you can, dream when you can't. That's different. It said ride when you can, but dream when you can't.
Mhm.
So, pretty much saying, your tools, your bikes should always be on your mind at all times. And I know me, I think about my bikes all the time. I wish we had Florida weather where I could ride all year round. But Georgia, we close to Florida. So we get about 10 months out of 12 where we can ride. I mean, about 2 months to kind of shut us down. But speaking of that, y'all make sure y'all check in with NTP. They supposed to have they make update for their polar ride this weekend. So make
It's
sure y'all
Sunday.
check in with
Okay.
this Saturday, the 22nd. It's actually Saturday,
Okay.
the 22nd. So check in with NTP, for updates on the polar ride reschedule from earlier in the year when we had the bad weather. So it's supposed to be this Saturday. Make sure y'all check in with NTP. All right, Chips. Other than that, we'll see everyone next week. Yeah, make sure y'all please subscribe and follow us on Facebook at helmints.com, and please follow us on Facebook group at Helmints and Microphones. All right. Other than that, we out.
Peace. Bye, Jack.
Keep your helmet on, keep your mic hot. Until next time, stay ready. Peace.